What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Dual Mod Survival. I'm here with B.
Hello.
We're on episode 67, and last episode we set ourselves up a slew of industrial craft machines. So we get ourselves all the basic ones put together, and they're looking pretty good. So today I want to get a couple of the more advanced machines made. So the main one, which I talked about last episode, is the induction furnace. So this is going to require an advanced machine casing, not just the basic one, which is a basic one, plus the advanced alloy, which requires the compressor and a mixed metal ingot, which is some plates put together, so that's not that bad. And carbon plate, which is compressed raw carbon mesh, which is 2 raw carbon fiber, which is, any eyes messed up here, it's actually 4 pulverized coal. So, yeah. So that's what we're going to work on getting set up. We're probably going to automate a lot of this just because automation is the best. So I'm going to grab myself some interfaces. I actually made a bunch of them in advance. And we're going to place these on top of all these. So we're definitely going to have at least 2 more machines, maybe more. We'll see. We'll see. So I just want to get into here because we do have a wire right here. Fine, thank you. Alright, so get some ME cabling. Going to just run this over here. Connect them up. Okay, so now all these are active. Now if we just grab a wrench. I do want to make sure these face down, just so they don't mess up at all. And there we go. So now, for macerator, we definitely want to do coal powder. Like, we do have pulverized coal, but pulverizer already has a ton of recipes. And it's not as fast. Like, the macerator you can upgrade, the thermal expansion pulverizer you cannot. At least not on 1.6. Alright, so if we make a recipe here, say one of you will equal one of you, but it's going to take a while because, like I said, they're pretty slow to begin with, but they will be better. Trust me. Come on. Come on. I believe. And there we go. So coal dust. So now we say one of those equals one of those and code that. Then we're going to say 4 of you will equal that. See, it did recognize it. It's just NEI had some kind of bug to make that. So now if we request some more coal, actually, throw that in. And we'll throw that in. We're going to want 2 of these. So now that should dump some coal into here. That'll start macerating up. So that was working just fine. Now let's actually look at upgrading these. So we're going to need to make some upgrades. So the industrial craft upgrades are the overclocker upgrade, which is the speed upgrade. There's the transformer upgrade, which I talked about. Energy storage upgrade, so they can store more power, so it's more of a battery in its own. Ejector upgrade, which is pretty cool. I'm actually going to use these a lot. Fluid ejector upgrade, same thing but for fluids. And these are nuclear control ones. So we want to teach our thing how to make overclocker upgrades because we're going to want a lot of these. So if we encode that, so we know how to make that and that. A 10K coolant cell is made with tin plates and a bucket or a bottle of water. I don't know which one we can produce faster, honestly. Because, I mean, they're both produced right down there. I guess we'll use bottled water. Tin plate. Get one of those. So if I request one of you, go. Okay, that's pretty fast. If I request one of you, go. That's pretty fast. Well, we use this just because I'm not sure if it uses up the bucket. I don't know if it matters. Anyways, so let's clear that, and then we say 10K coolant cell, like so. Code. We can dump that into the machine here. And overclocker upgrades. coal dust is here. Just want to throw that in. So that made one of them. Probably just dump more in. Yeah, okay. So that's overclocker upgrades. So I'm actually going to request like 20 of these. And just say go. Do your thing. So that will start going. Nice. Alright, so now I want to teach you how to make some of the other ones. So we're definitely going to want some transformer upgrades, which is going to be a little bit annoying to make, but we'll manage. Come on, give me 2 of the black rubber. It's trolling me right now. It's trolling me. There it is. Okay. Code that. Do we want to make gold cable? No. Okay. So we make gold cable as so. Encode. So that should be everything for that. Probably didn't get everything. One sec. So we need to teach how to make this, which isn't too bad actually. Just basic machine casing, a couple wires. So by the way, those transformers, that one I just made, it serves as like a way to convert your power into a different tier of energy so your machines don't blow up. I mean, obviously using the transformer upgrade pretty much just goes around that, which is kind of what we're going to do just because it's a lot easier to work with. So now we should be able to request transformer upgrade. Let's request 10 of those. Alright, those are making correctly, as I saw. So like I said, we're going to fly through copper pretty quickly, which is why I definitely want to teach us how to handle it instead. So let me get my upgrades. Alright, that should do for now. So now we're going to want to put, so if we put one in, you see now the max power is 512. Put another one in, max power is 8192. So that's all the higher you'll ever need it to be. So now we can start just dumping in speed upgrades. So now we use 13 EU per tick, 21 EU per tick, and now if we were to grab a piece of coal, you'll see how much faster this is. So it's 5 overclocker upgrades. Quite a bit faster, right? So currently we can't produce a ton of power, so I'm not going to put any more than what we have in. It's fine. We will once we upgrade our power storage and all that. Yeah. So now I kind of want to do the same for these. So 2 of those in there. I'm gonna need another one there. Did you? Oh, we ran out of redstone. That's a problem. That's a problem. We never taught how to make redstone for magical crops?
I don't believe we did.
Okay, I just did. Okay, yeah, so that should help for now. Yeah, definitely gonna need to get some more redstone. Oh, we have a bunch of blocks here. There we go. That'll help. So now, we get the rest of these upgrades. Boom, so that's 8129, 8129, 8129, perfect, okay. So now we're going to throw about 5 of them in there, 5 of them in there, 5 of them in there. Alright, so yeah, so that one's going to use 105 EU per tick. Yeah, that's whatever. I mean, it'll be like a pulse of energy, so it will eventually catch back up. I mean, because it's only putting out a little bit, but it does hold a bit of energy. I can make some of the energy storage upgrades, which I will. But I do want to do the ejector upgrades, because these are pretty cool. And I hope they work for me. Should not make all that, actually. So if we get some ejector upgrades, request one of them for now. There we go. And I believe if you, is it shift right click? Yeah, so I shift right click the top of a block. So this is the top of one of these blocks here. So now this is set. I believe it will say output to the top side. So now, you know how we have wires underneath all these to import back into the system? we don't need that with industrial craft. So we can just put this upgrade in, and what it will do is whenever it's done, it will export it straight to the top, which is an interface. And remember, every time anything goes into an interface, it goes straight into the system. So there's our copper cable. So now if we were to request more coal dust, begin, you'll see it's automatically ejecting back into the system. See? Perfect. So that's why ejector upgrades are really cool, and I like them a lot. So me 5 more of these. That'll do. I probably don't need 5, whatever. Use them eventually. One more? Okay. Does that make them all? Nice. Makes them all that way. So you there, you there, you there, you there. Okay. So now those will all eject. So now this is pretty much automated for requesting anything that we need. So now we just need to teach it some more recipes. So getting back to the induction smelter that we want to get made, the induction furnace. We need to teach how to make this first of all. So Tinker's alloying it. Let's begin a bunch of those. So now we want to encode how to make this, which is, oh no, it's copper. Sorry, I thought it was bronze. Copper. Oh, we need more blank patterns too. Go.
I made it so the redstone grows really fast.
Thank you.
We should get some.
Yeah, that'll help. Alright, so now induction furnace. So go. Place it with the copper that I want. Encode that. Electric furnace. It's not too bad. We should know how to make an iron furnace because it was required in the generator. So that will do. Then we just need to teach how to make the advanced machine casing. And for that we need to teach how to make the advanced alloy, which we need to teach how to make this. So we need bronze and tin plates. So that's copper. So we need a bronze plate and a tin plate. You don't want to use these ones, by the way, because if you look at the recipe, it's 4 instead of using just 1. I mean, you can if you want. I mean, if resources aren't a problem for you, go for it. But I don't think it's worth it. Alright, so that's how you make the mixed one. And then we need to teach it how to make... Did I teach how to make that? No. I did get prepared for it though. So encode that. So now we can request one of them, which gives me 2, but it's whatever. And we can make one of these, and then we can say one of you makes... I don't think I can grab in time. Yeah, it instantly exports it. Makes the advanced alloy. So now we can encode that. Then we can say here that the raw carbon mesh, whenever we compress it, we get carbon plate. Carbon plate encode. Okay, so now we can toss these on top of the compressor. And we should be good to go as far as creating, I believe, for everything to create the induction furnace. So begin. Let's see, make sure it goes well. As you can see, there's just so many crafting processes here. It's just so nice to be able to just request it. That's why you see me just teaching the machine how to make everything. So now we're going to place this down here. Now, the only bad side, or the downside to the induction furnace is it doesn't have any upgrade slots, but it does have a heat level. So the heat level is kind of important, you'll see. So the way to make it heat up is either you make it go, like you make it start smelting, or you apply redstone signal to it. So if I give myself a lever, and I place it down, I can move it obviously, but you'll see it will start to heat up. Slowly but surely. So slowly but surely it will start to heat up, which is good because the hotter it is, the faster it operates. There is another machine like this, which I'm going to make right now actually. Just to have it made. It's called the thermal centrifuge. So this machine is pretty cool. So let's encode U. Did I make a coil? I do. Don't think I know how to make an electric motor. Or do I? That's the only downside here. No, okay, we don't. So electric motor. So teach that. That should be good. Teach it how to make the mining laser, which is actually going to be a bit of a pain. So the mining laser. Oh, actually, I don't want to put that one in yet because I need to give it an actual mining laser. And we're also going to teach them how to make the advanced circuit, which is not that hard, just a circuit surrounded by some of those random dusts and lapis and stuff. Then also we need to teach it how to make energy crystals, which are made from energium dust compressed. So energium dust we can encode, and diamond dust is made by macerating diamonds. How's our diamonds going? We have no diamonds. You can craft a few with the magical crops that we have. So if I say one of you makes 1 diamond dust, there we go. Code that one. There we go. So I'll make diamond dust. Energy crystal. So 9 of these. I need to place it into the system. It's like, where's it at? It's in right here. Okay, so now, so let's actually just request a mining laser. And we'll just see where it gets stuck. Yeah, so it wants an energy crystal. So, energy crystal takes 9 of these. It makes 9 at a time, I believe, so it works. So if I just say do that, it should start macerating up the diamonds. Actually need to adjust that recipe as well as soon as this is made. Alright, so there we go. We got 9 of these. So let's cancel you real fast. Pull you back out. We're going to say, we'll say 9 of you will create 1 energy crystal. Perfect. So create you and code that. And then we want to adjust this one. Like I said, always place it because this is pretty much a better battery. So you just want to put that into your recipe here so it actually works. So encode. This is a compressor recipe. You go in there. So now I should be able to make my mining laser. Begin. Perfect. Mining laser, we're going to make one for ourselves too, but just for now we're going to use it in the recipe. It's a pretty cool thing. It really is. So now we can encode. So now that should use the correct mining laser. So now thermal centrifuge. Boom. Create. Yeah, It needs to make quite a few things. All right. Yeah, it's a good thing we gave these a lot more power. As you can see, we are losing power just because they are using a lot more AU per tick now. It keeps up pretty well, just because they're not all running at once. Like just between these two, it's using 42, which is not enough to keep up. But their internal buffers should handle it pretty well. Like I said, I will make some of the upgrades for it probably soon. Let's actually teach real fast while that's going. So energy storage upgrades, code, use a real battery, code. Boom. All right. We're gonna want like a stack. So go. Alright, so we'll let that craft. Our thermal centrifuge should be done. Perfect. Now we can place him down here. So I want to check something real fast, because like I said, this one's gonna also require redstone signal. So let's see if I place a block of redstone here, if it'll also affect you. I don't think so, but we'll find out. No, okay. Alright, so we're just going to place him there. And we're going to just place a lever underneath him, because that should affect both of them. So now we should see it's starting to heat up. And so are you. So you can see it's starting to heat up. So now these, here you have quite a few things you can do. So this can... pretty much, it's part of the entire ore processing of industrial craft, which we're not really going to do because we already have all of our ores set to go through thermal expansion, the whole thermal expansion process, because those are the ingots I like having. But there's a few cool things you can get here. Some of them that we're going to need, like silicon dioxide, we'll use. Yeah, you can break down your fuel. So yeah, it's a cool machine. It helps with the output for your ores as well. Like I said, we might do it, we might not, I don't know. We're also going to put those there. So, induction furnace, by the way, it's just a really good furnace. Like I'll show you once it heats up. I won't ruin the surprise until it's done. So, actually going to be right back while this heats up, and then whenever we come back, it should be heated up, and I'll be ready to show you just how awesome it is. So, see you guys here in just a moment. Alright, so our induction furnace is heated up. One thing to note, I changed our recipe for an insulated copper cable, because it's the only cable that you actually get more from extruding than actually just cutting it. So I put it here because you get one more, and we're using a ton of copper because of it. Not only that, we're using a ton of rubber. Yeah, we're out of rubber. We had like 16 stacks before I started doing this. So we've flown through rubber quite a bit. So I've just been throwing a bit in here to make some more upgrades. As you can see, we ran out again, so let's get some more sticky resin. We have a ton of sticky resin, we just need to turn it all into rubber, which we will get to probably next episode. So we'll just let that go, produce the rubber for us. Upgrades being made. I did make some energy storage upgrades. I'm gonna just put those wherever I feel like putting them. Yeah, just put them everywhere. Nice. Okay, then for the induction furnace. So this will take some of the load off of this redstone furnace that has to smelt a bunch of things for auto crafting. One of the things we use a lot is silicone for a lot of our AE stuff. So I'm gonna put that there. Let's see. Let me see. Can you macerate quartz? You can. The quartz dust, which is I believe the right thing, right? I might change that recipe. Might do that. Change this to be over here now. Just so we can spread them apart a little bit, and since they do go a little bit faster. Yeah, we'll do that. So now, yeah, you can see they're pretty low on energy now. Let's stop that for now. let it start building up its energy again. Because I want to show you guys just how fast this goes. So I'm just going to smelt some sticky resin. It will give you 1 rubber. It's better to extract, but we have a ton of sticky resin, so it's not a huge deal. So this is the induction furnace. It'll probably run out of power, and it's going to be sad, but watch. First of all, it can do 2 items at a time, and it's fast. Oh boy, is it fast. So, pretty good. Pretty good if I do say so. Let's see, it's running out of power again. But this will definitely help for when we need to smelt things, because it will do it really fast, and you can do 2 items at once. The only downside is since there is no upgrade slot, I can't export straight to the top. So I'm actually just going to need to get an import bus. Begin. Are you going? That's right. I moved over there and I never had the import ready yet. Because that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so we got our import bus. We have some cabling. So just real quickly, just going to break under here. Just run up here. I do want a precision one because it is faster, because it does make a lot of items at once. So import stacks, and that should be good to go. So that is a fully automated induction furnace, which can produce a lot of stuff very quickly. So I'm happy about it. And we also got ourselves a thermal centrifuge, a bunch of auto processing set up for this, so we can make even more cool things in the future, like the mining laser, which I might request one right now, because yeah. Alright, so we're going to check that out next episode, though. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Got some more industrial craft done. Next episode, we're going to come back and go into some more industrial craft, because there's a lot more to it. But that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. So, until next time, I'll see you guys then. See ya.
Yeah.